Okay, 1981 Jeep CJ5. It's a classic little CJ. These are great Jeeps. This is a box frame truck. The late 70s, early 80s had the really nice frame underneath them. Very durable trucks. It's got a 2-inch mild suspension lift on it, so the 31 tires clear the wheel wells without any tire rub. It gives it a really nice ride, 2 inches more travel up and down on the shocks than a stock Jeep would have had, but it's not too high where it has a stiff ride. It's very easy to get in and out of, and the truck rides exceptionally nice. I mean, this is a truck you could drive every day around town, take it out of town, go to the cabin, go to the river, go hunting, drive it to Starbucks, whatever you want to do. It's very reliable, very nice. My wife drives this truck. She's 62 years old. It's a 4-speed manual transmission. It's got a great transmission in it. Got power steering truck with disc brakes. All your steering components and brake components in this truck work just like when it was sold new. There's no mystery to this truck. It's a very safe truck to drive. The body metal on the truck is super nice. It's all original to the truck. Nothing has been patched in this truck. There is no aluminum stuck in anywhere. The floor pans are gorgeous. There's no patching with Bondo. It's all metal. If you put a magnet, it has nice seaming on it. All the way around. There's nothing cut. The original fenders are all on it. All the original lipping is on it. If you get back in the nooks and crannies, it's extremely clean. I always show these back corners, very critical. This is wherever it gets thrown up in your debris. A lot of guys run diamond plate right here. You know, not that they're trying to hide rust, but when these trucks get rusted, people start putting diamond plate to hide the rust. There's absolutely no rust on this truck. It's 100% rust-free, top, bottom, frame, floors. Nothing has been patched inside the truck. This is original floors treated all the way down. They're absolutely gorgeous. The truck was a complete restoration 17,000 miles ago when it started. New body bushings on the frame. Sorry about the plane flying over. Had new body bushings put on it. New suspension put underneath it. The brakes gone through. The motor's brand new out of the crate. It's a brand new long block. The motor in this truck runs as good or better than the day it was sold new. It's got a lot of power. There's no lack of power performance in this truck. Very fun Jeep. Anyway, the body is excellent on the truck. The metal, the paint's about 4 years old, but I did send it off to a paint shop. When you're towing, it has a tow bar for the front. When you're towing, you'll see right there's a little paint touch-up. There's one there. You see they had a little nick there. It's an exact color match. So anything on the truck that was exposed, as far as a little nick or a little chip, anything of that nature, you see getting in the door right here, it gets a little scuffed. It was all cleaned up. I also trimmed this edge here in a Raptor laner. You step in and out of the truck right here, this is where the truck gets all the abuse. If you put your foot up here, you're not going to chip the paint. The floors are exceptionally nice in the truck all the way through, the pans. And I'll do a drive-in video. I'm going to cover the bottom. I'm going to cover under the hood. I'm going to cover everything on this truck for out-of-state buyers who cannot view it in person. I'm describing this truck exactly for what it is. Anyway, watch the video. Okay, we have a 1981 Jeep CJ5. This is an Arizona truck. It's 100% rust-free, 100% original metal. There's never been metal repairs in the truck. Nobody's ever cut the pans or fenders or hood. It's all the original metal. So you can imagine for the year, you're talking 38 years old. This truck is just stunning. You don't find trucks like this, but you do in Arizona, Nevada, and the high desert. Anyway, it's a total rust-free truck. The body is gorgeous on the truck. This truck was painted 5 years ago. I just had it sent off to a paint shop. I'm selling the truck, obviously, but it's been driven, there's right under 17,000 miles, 16,000 miles on the paint job. It's a couple years old, but it had you can see some touch up here, up in the nose. It has a tow bar that comes with it. There's a touch-up spot right there. Now, it's the exact color match of the truck, so you don't really see it, but I am noting it. It's very nice fenders on the truck. I always do my fender edge, this trailing edge right here. If you do go off-road and it's a Jeep, you get a little brush, you're going to hit here first. So it keeps the stuff from chipping, and if you tow. So it's just trimmed out on this edge, and then you go into the fender flares that look very nice. But you see on the hood, there's a little touch-up there, little touch-up there. Got a touch-up spot here. But overall, the paint on this truck, it's very nice. It's definitely not in need of a repaint. It's a desert sand color. A lot of people call it Morocco buff, is what Jeep's name is. Most people call it desert sand. It's got a very nice body. It's not dented up. CJ5, running the roll bar, nice seats. There's a very, very nice body on this truck. None of the corners are cut on this truck. There's no Bondo in these corners. You can get back in the fender wells from the backside looking in here. Everything is clean, clean metal. Everything under this car is treated. You'll see it in the photos and video. So there's no rust. There's no patina. I call patina rust. There's no patina in this truck. Truck's exceptionally nice. You can see the inside's all treated. It's epoxy Raptor armor. Goes all the way into the floors. They're all original. There's absolutely no damage to them. All your seaming is perfect. So everything's treated. You should get another 30 plus years out of this truck and not have an issue with this truck, even if you get in adverse weather, because it's treated real well. So the elements aren't going to get up into the little seams and stuff. All your side body panels are nice. All the seaming on the truck looks really good. No decay, no rust, no Bondo. You can put a magnet anywhere you want in this truck. Anyway, the truck has an exceptionally nice body on it. It's a 1981. Okay, moving on. Headlight rings are really nice. All the electrical works on this truck. I'll do a video for you. Nothing to hide. All the electrical works exactly like it should. It's all been gone through. So the body looks good, the paint looks good, and all your electrical is in like new working order inside and outside the truck. Your mirrors are nice on the truck. Fender flares are nice. They've been treated and cleaned up. All your marker lights are nice on the truck. This trailing edge, I always paint this. When you have a Jeep, you step here. Everybody gets in and out. They have this habit of running their foot across here. So this gets nicked up. So I tried to clean it up, obviously. A little touch up here on the paint. But this black edge is going to keep you from scarring up paint. If this was painted, it's just going to get chipped. A lot of people ride in them. Passengers will let their foot hang over the side. So this will stay really nice. If you get into the floors of the truck, you'll see the floors are done. These are the original floor pans in the truck. They've all been treated and cleaned all the way through the truck. They're very nice. Seats in the truck were put in about 4 years ago. They've been kept very nice. Like I said, this truck's driven about 3,500 miles a year over the last 4.5 years since the work was done. It has new body bushings on it between the body and the frame. It has a brand new motor in it, crate motor, long block. Everything's new, $6,200. So there's under 16,000 miles on the running gear of this truck. The speedometer was changed out, and it's reading 16,292. The speedometer was put in new. The cluster, the gas gauge, so everything works correct when the motor was put in the truck. So there's only 16,000 miles basically on the oldest part of this truck. The newest part of this truck is all the detail, the current repairs that were done to it have about 10 miles on them. So the oldest is 17,000 and the newest is about 10. Jeep needs absolutely nothing. It is stunning inside and out. It's not a national show truck, but it's a very nice truck. It's reliable. You can drive it every day. It runs perfect. It shifts perfect. It steers perfect. It downshifts. There's no free play in it. All the four-wheel drive works good. It stays in gear. It doesn't jump out of gear. It doesn't grind. Your four-wheel drive goes in and out of gear very easily. You don't have to fight it. There's no grinds. There's no howls. Okay, and I'll get video of the electrical obviously, but when you sit in the truck, you'll see the steering wheel is real nice. That's a tachometer in it. The dash is the same color. All your pull levels work correct. Your windshield wipers do work in the truck. Your heater works in the truck. So you can drive it year round. You got heaters, you have wipers. All your gauges are nice and in good working order. These are updated. These are manual gauges. So your oil pressure, your voltage are all good in the truck. The stereo's brand new in the truck. It also has Bluetooth capability, so you can hook your phone to it and be hands-free. So it's got a brand new stereo. It's about a day old. Brand new. You'll see the chef boots and everything are clean and detailed. The floors are clean and detailed. And the bottom side of the truck looks just as nice. So what you have is a very nice rust-free body, very nice paint on the truck. Nice flares, nice accessories. The seats look very nice. They're high back seats. You have a roll bar. You have speakers on your roll bar. All your dash components are clean and work. All the electrical in the truck is good. And it runs better than it did the day it was sold new, in my opinion. This is a great running, driving truck. You could drive this truck every day as your daily driver if you wanted. It has a nice, almost brand new, full soft top and doors in black. And I'll get some photos with the top on. So it does have full top and doors that come with it also. My wife's 62 years old. She's driven this truck. It's a very easy truck to drive. It's a power steering truck. It's a disc brake truck. So you have 4-speed transmission, power steering, and disc brakes. The truck does not wander around the roadway. It steers straight. It doesn't grab ruts. It's quiet. It's a very, very nice Jeep. I want to cover the electrical on this truck. For those who have never owned an older Jeep, you'll spend $1,000, $2,000 trying to get the electrical right in them. Buy one and the electrical's done. This one, it's done. Turn on the park lights. You see both park lights come on. Headlights. High beam, low beam. Flick them back and forth. There you go. Okay, left blinker. Okay, you see the blinkers on in the truck. You also see that it blinks on the side like it should. It's warning you to the side that it's on. So it blinks correct from the factory like it did sold new. Go to the other side. Marker light turns into a blinker. It works on this side. So you have high beams, you have low beams, you have marker lights, you have turn signals. Okay, shut them off. Emergency flashers. On the column, push the button. They work. Go ahead and leave them on. Emergency flashers are on now. If I go to the rear side of the truck, you'll see the side indicator flashes. They flash in the rear like they should. Okay, shut them off. Headlights. That's your running lights going down the road. Brake lights. That's your brake lights. Okay. Right blinker. Right blinker is working. Left blinker. Shut them off. Just go to running lights, and below this light right here is your license plate light. You can see it's clear. It lights up. So every light on the exterior of this truck works like the day it did when it was sold new. That's rare in a truck. I'm proud of it. It took a lot of hours to get it that way. How about a horn? Horn works. Wipers. And you'll see your wipers work. High and low like they should. And when you shut them off, they park where they should. They don't just stop randomly. So all the electrical on the truck's in good working order. Okay, again, moving on. Under the hood. Everything underneath the hood of this truck is new, basically. There's under 17,000 miles. This is a brand new long block. It's not some rebuilt out-of-state or out-of-country motor. It's a very nice running motor. This motor runs and has as much power or more power than the day they sold these new. It runs exceptional. I mean, it's everything you're going to want. I have a V8 Jeep with a 304, and this Jeep will run right next to it. Has just as much power. So power and performance are not an issue in this little truck. You'll see even with the hood done back, everything was clean and detailed out. All the hardware is clean. You get down in the nooks and crannies, the corners. There's absolutely no rust or decay. The fenders are not dented. They're not dinged up. Nothing's bent or cut out of them. It's very nice. You get into the block, you can see the valve cover, you can see the gasket. All your components are clean and detailed. Filter. I'm going to show as much as I can. Now, out-of-state buyers can't view them in person, so you really want to take your time, and I have nothing to hide. I'll show anything you want to see. This truck is everything I tell you it is. Whoever buys this truck is going to turn the key and go drive it for the next 30 years. It's serviced, it's maintenance. All your fluids, all your differentials, all your oils, all your grease, your U-joints, your seals, your shafts, everything in this truck is like new. It's a power steering truck. It's very easy to drive. A lot of the power steering parts were gone through, the tie rods, the steering box. Truck steers exceptionally nice. There's no free play in it. There's no wobble going down the road. It doesn't grab ruts and change lanes. It's a very safe truck to drive, and not a lot of Jeeps can say that. It's also, these trucks are manual brakes, but the trucks, if you get down and you look at, they are disc brakes. So Jeeps put on 79 or 81, these trucks are disc brakes on the front, manual brakes in the back. They stop very, very nice. You do not need power boosters on this truck. They stop extremely nice. This truck stops straight. It doesn't, wheel doesn't pull out of your hand. It really does drive out like a new truck. And I wouldn't say that if it didn't. I would just tell you. But there is no free play in the steering, and it does stop exceptionally straight. The motor's very nice. It's not running all the smog garbage on it. It has your basic stuff on it. Arizona, Nevada don't require smog on trucks of this age. Most states don't require smog on trucks that are this old. It's a 1981. In the back, you can get down to the bell housing, nooks and crannies. All your wires are clean. And I'll get some driving video. But very nice running motor. Runs 180 degrees all day long. It won't heat up in hot desert weather. It won't come off 180, so you're not going to heat it up. And again, the heater's been gone through. The heater works great. Your factory VIN number is also on the firewall. Jeep puts them right here. So it's up on the firewall. They put a VIN number on them. And that's the factory VIN plate right here. In addition to that, the factory VIN plate is up here in 81. And you can see the steel plate right across the top. These two numbers go to the title. They match the title. The title is clean. There's no issues. The Jeep hasn't been rolled over, caught on fire. It's not wrecked. It's not salvaged. It's just a very nice example of a survivor rust-free CJ that runs outstanding. Underneath it and show you. This is all original, no decay. This is a big decay area. If you get underneath this truck, you'll see it's treated. Everything's been cleaned on the truck, but you'll see the truck's clean. There's no rust in the seaming. There's no decay up in the seaming right here. Got the floor plugs in it. You know, you're going to drive this truck, obviously, but you still want it to look very nice. And this truck's nice. Everything on the bottom side is SEM cleaned and treated. If you live in adverse weather, you go in the snow, you happen to run into salt in the future, at least everything's treated well, so the salt won't get in there and decay anything. All the little cracks and crevices and seams, the frame, going back into the nooks and crannies, everything's treated nice on this truck. It's not a national show truck on the bottom, not a national show truck. It's built to drive and enjoy. But it's definitely one of the nicest classic CJs you're going to see driving around on the roadways. Truck's exceptionally clean. You can see the shocks are clean, shock boots. Steering box is like new. Your steering components, your suspension, your seals, your yokes. Driveline shafts, axle shaft, bearing hubs. I spend 200 to 300 hours on these trucks going through them from front to rear to make sure everything on the truck's in really nice condition. See the floor pans on this side. They're clean. Shock mounts. Anyway, no rust, no decay, nice bottom side, nice paint. Great little Jeep. Okay, the full top's on the truck with the full doors. There's a couple variations and I want to show it. If you look at the truck right now, it's got a very nice top. This is the higher end best top, super top. The reason they call that, it has a bunch of configurations. Anyway, if you got the top on right now, these sides zip out. They're open. I have them open on the other side to show you. The door also, the toppers lift out. So when you open this door, you have a windows obviously, roll them up, you're airtight. If you look at the other side, you'll see the top half of the door is removed and you'll see it's rolled up. Anyway, you put the windows up, the door rubbers, they're all sealed nice. They have rubbers in them. You shut this door, they fit correct. The time was taken, they don't stick out. You don't get any water leaks. You can go Out in the rain, water is not going to drip into the car. It seals up very nice on this rubber seal here. Anyway, the doors are tight and they're very nice. So that's what the door is on the side on. The back window rolls down. It's upright now. I want to show you the flip and tumble seat. It's got bucket seats in the back, and this is what they call a Jeep flip and tumble. In addition, you can see under the floors of the seat. I wanted to show that. All your seaming is perfect in this truck. There's no dent, there's no damage. It's all treated. This is a two-part epoxy finish. You can't break this with a hammer. So your feet aren't going to scuff it if you throw cargo, if you're in the gravel, whatever you do. It's a Jeep. You're not going to hurt the inside of the truck. Anyway, there's a latch right here. When it's down, it'll latch on the floor. Put the seat in position just like that. You can tilt it down if you just want to lay stuff back here. You can also lift the seat back up. There you go. Your seat's in place. It's locked in. So you can tilt it forward or you can flip it forward. It's called a flip and tumble. It's about a $300 seat. Anyway, it's a very nice seat. If you come around to this side, you're going to see half doors. That's the top half of the doors. They pull out and remove. A lot of the Jeep tops won't do that. They're a solid door. This is a removable door because it's the better top. So it lifts right out of the channel. You take the other door top, you slide it in, and you end up like a door there. So you can run full top, full doors, roll down for the winter, snow, cold weather, rain. Heater works great, wipers work. Summertime, you can run this top here with the windows zipped out of the side, and you got a full shade top. It also has a bikini top. You can take this top off and put a top on it that only goes from here to here and put shade over the driver and passenger. Anyway, the top's off right now. On this side, the doors also lift off. So you can run full doors, half doors. You can open the door and pick the door up. And you'll see in the photos that I took, the doors are not on the truck. So you got a lot of configurations there. The top's in very good condition. The window glass is not faded in it. It's not yellowed out. It's in very good condition. Speakers on the roll bar. It's a very nice little Jeep. That's the top. Shut off the key, turn it on. Jeep starts right up. It's a 4-speed manual transmission. Dana transfer case. 4 high is all the way back, 1 more. 1 up is where it's at, which is 2 street driving. 1 more is neutral to tow. Truck comes with a tow bar. 1 more is 4, all the way up is 4 low. You get out, you lock your hubs, go off-road, go climb a tree, have some fun. Anyway, it's a 4-speed transmission. The clutch, the motor, all the running gear in this truck is under 17,000 miles. The speedometer is 16,296. It was put in when the motor was put in. The e-brake works. Your lights and instruments work on the dash. Your stereo's new. AM, FM stereo, CD, overhead speakers. The motor in this truck runs excellent. It's got a nice clutch. You don't get any clutch chatter. You don't get any clutch hop. It's very quiet. The transfer case is very quiet. Just all indications that everything in the truck is pretty fresh. Steer it with 1 hand, power steering truck. It's a disc brake truck. The truck rides super smooth. It drives very tight. It's like a little go-kart. It accelerates great, goes over the bumps nice. People stop straight. You can take your hands off the steering wheel and you can stop the truck. It doesn't pull. These things are all important in these older Jeeps. You'll spend a lot of money to get the free play, to get them to steer right, to get them to brake straight. It's all done in this truck. Shift and downshift, the synchros are good. Truck sounds great. You can see the speedometer works, the odometer works, the oil pressure's at 50, 60 pounds. You're charging 14 volts. Downshift, doesn't matter what speed. second gear, again, no grind, it goes right in. You go into 4-wheel drive, you go into neutral, we're in 2 right now. If we go up to pick it up, we're in 4 low now. 4 low, you put it in low gear, don't do this at home. Truck is idling, driving in 4-wheel drive low. If you were off-road, you could just drive at this speed. Do not do that at home. So I want to show you the 4-wheel drive works. I also show in the video the bottom side of the truck. See the drive lines turning, you can see how clean it is. Back in 2-wheel and go. Truck is just a great example of what a nice classic sanitary Jeep should be. It's a really nice truck. Everything in the truck works great. Whoever buys it does not need to do anything to it. It's 100% rust free. Truck's out of Arizona. Prior owner was Arizona. It's lived in Arizona, dry desert Arizona, its whole life. If you're interested in the truck, pick up the phone and give me a call. If you're out of state, you want to make an offer, that's fine. This Jeep will sell fast. We're coming into Jeep season. So if you're looking to buy a Jeep, now's the time to do it. Anyway, my number's in the listing. Give me a call.